Earned sushi.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Today, we are going to be listening to Quadeca's new album, Vanisher Horizon Scraper, and also watching the full accompanying movie for the album. And if you don't know what I mean by that, Quadeca basically makes entire music videos, but just for his whole albums, and releases them with the albums. So we're going to have the visuals down here, and also the music as the audio. Anyway, I don't know how much background I need to say on this because I've been talking about this album for months on this channel at this point. But basically, this is, along with Revenge Seekers, which obviously that already dropped, this is definitely my most anticipated album of this year. And yeah, let's do it. I'm so oh my god. By the way, just before we start the album, I want to say I genuinely just spent so long drawing each individual dot on this recreation of the album cover. So please appreciate me for doing that. Vanisher Horizon Scraper full album movie. Let's do it. I'm recording, right? Yep. X8 music. Lock in, guys. It's an hour and 9 minutes. Seems like this intro song might not have any lyrics. I love that shot. Those synths sound like one of the songs on Scrapyard. I think you don't know me like that. They sound a little bit like it.
Questions asked.
I forgot to say this is the first song. It's called No Questions Asked. What an intro. I mean, there's not a lot of lyrics. There were a few lyrics. Obviously, it said no questions asked a few times. And it said some other stuff that I couldn't really understand at one point, I think. But most of the time, it was just like wordless vocalization and just a great, varied instrumental. Like, you had a lot of string stuff in there, synths, keyboards, all types of stuff. I'm surprised by that intro a little bit because, like, it's not right out the gate, like, strong intro or whatever. But at the same time, I find that kind of awesome because it's like, I think this album's meant to represent some type of ocean voyage in a ship, you know? This does feel like it's just like a calm, like, setting sail song, you know? It's not like, oh my god, we're straight into it, crazy, like, ocean storm or something. It's like we're on land still and we're getting ready to set sail, you know? Like, it's just a beautiful, very calm song that brings you into the album, introduces the sound palette. I love it. Let's go to track 2, which is called Waging War. Oh, it's the lighthouse. This was in a lot of the teasers, this lighthouse.
Let's be keeping score. Who am I when the motion stops? I can't visualize it. Who am I when I'm hurt? I surrender to my heart. When I'm high.
Oh, those like high-pitched vocals in the background.
See me there. He's been waiting long. When my heart becomes whole again, like an common solutions, always common solutions, but they're more keep it score. That's the way I make it pop. I surrender to solutions, always common solutions, but they're
auto-tune. Cigarettes. That was a crazy song. There were so many different parts that didn't really feel like they were like totally different songs, because there wasn't like a moment where it was like, oh, that's the switch, you know? Each part like melted into the next part, and then that part melted into the next part. Oh, Olika or Oleka. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. She's doing backing vocals, I think, all across this album in lots of different songs. And she's really, really good. Like in this song, there's very clear parts where you can hear just her singing. And it's very, very good. I also love Quadeca's auto-tune singing at like that middle part of the song. I love how Quadeca is always open to incorporating everything in his music. Because Quadeca, I mean, go back like 6 years ago, and this guy was making like Playboy Cardi type songs. So it makes sense for him to incorporate heavy autotune into his songs, but it's just such a surprise still because of how this album sounds. It's like you would not expect that. And as far as the topic, so obviously Quadeca does his concept albums, and just 2 tracks in, I'm already trying to figure out the concept of this. I don't think I'm gonna get it fully on first listen, but for now, like, what I'm getting from this is basically he's surrendering to his emotions, I guess, and he's kind of thinking of his heart and like his emotional source as a different separate entity. That's what the video symbolized. Like, that's why the heart was like floating next to him and whatever. Like, this is a separate entity, and he's surrendering to his heart and to his emotions. That's what I'm getting from this so far, but I could be totally wrong also. Next one, Ruin My Life. Oh, this is so good looking.
When I was young, I was
Vocals.
I thought that I am young, or so they tell me all of the time. The world here to help me, drugs and eyes can see. The potato skin looks after to make it mine. So your boots right where you left off. Don't get me better, darling. Oh, it's worth forever. Eyes can see with his back turned right inside. So I might have to ruin my life to make it mine.
I was everything but in between, from a gifted dream to belong in the scenery where the background will set me free.
This old camera that they use for this and like some of the other music videos is so amazing looking. So that was my favorite one so far, definitely. Like, dude, his vocals at the very start, when it's just the guitar and him singing, are, I think, the best vocals I've ever heard from him. And super relatable song. I mean, like, I love this first verse. When I was young, I was so certain I thought that I would find my person. Still, I'm young, or so they tell me. All of the time, and the world's here to help me. It's like, sometimes you feel almost guilty, I feel like, for not understanding like what you're supposed to do when you see so many other people like figure it out so easily. And so as far as the concept goes, I'm noticing lyrically it seems like these are inner kind of dialogues. Like I might have to ruin my life to make it mine. To find my identity and to understand myself, I might have to ruin my life. And in the end it's like, what have you done? What have you done? It feels like it's like I'm gonna have to mess with myself to do what's best for me. And then there's another part of you that's like, what have you done? You're messing with yourself. But it's like the other part is like, nah, we have to do this. I have to ruin my life to make it mine. And I feel like that connects with The Voyage too, because it's like this seems like the song where it's like we're taking off. Like in the movie as well, it's the first one on the boat. So it's like we're setting off, we're completely changing our life, ruining our life to set off to try and find ourselves. Okay, next one, GODSTAINED. I already have a reaction to this and I already listened to this. So I'm still going to listen to it, but I'm going to go through it faster than the first 3 songs.
Fiberglass solution, there's a message on. I thought you knew something that I never understand. Show me what I'm missing. No matter how much I'm feeling, the paper and facts fade out. Still find a way to get back to you. 1998, I thought you knew. It's written on your face. I thought you knew. Coming back home, I'll be a little bit. You don't even know about that. Stuck me in my tracks. You don't even know about that.
Whoa, okay. Before we get into whatever that next song is, GODSTAINED is so cool because it's like this beautiful, soft, bossa nova inspired song, but then it's also like a banger. Like that second half, like I've been there and back, you don't even know about that. On my chest, you don't even know about that. Like it's so fire. And like the groove of the little claps is like a Louisiana like rap song. It's so insane. And I'm really like reading into these lyrics. I guess he thought he found a glass bottle, like just like a random glass bottle floating in the ocean, and he thought it would have some answers for him for some reason. I guess connecting to the last song, he's trying to go out and try and understand himself. Maybe he thought the bottle would help, but he saw himself in the bottle. That's why in the video he like starts wearing like the bottle's label on his back, because he like sees himself in the bottle. They're both just like lost in the ocean and just like floating around and whatever, you know? Again, maybe I'm totally wrong on that, but yeah. Okay, what is this next song called? It sounds crazy. At a Time Like This. This reverse drum groove is insane.
Keep my soul on high alert. Keep it all on high alert. At a time like this. At a time like this. Extend the flashlight up on the list. Stand on the floor till they can coexist. Call it what you want. Call it and the curve when it's gone. Oh, at a time like this. At a time like this.
The old timer told me not to bother. He thought getting old would take way longer. I thought getting old would make me stronger. At a time like this.
Put 'em on VHS, tell us that my way. Hey guy, you were just a child, life just happened to you. Sleeping on the wheel when it breaks into you. At a time like this. At a time like this. Next to the grass with the spirits from the bottom.
It's the Disney castle. Okay, I'm editing right now, and I just need to say this so badly. I thought that this castle was the Disney castle, like from the Disney intros, but it just isn't. I don't know where I got that info from, but for the rest of this video, I'm going to keep referring to this as the Disney castle, but it's not the Disney castle. Okay, I just need to say that right now. Yeah.
Gets me, don't get me wrong. Whatever gets me probably had me all along. Call it what you want. At a time like this. I keep my soul high. At a time like this. At a time like this. Yeah, I was born in the wrong, yeah, with a puzzle to solve, with the colors to solve. Just keep holding, the guilt comes in on tour, and the guilt comes in when the walls cave in on you, you become scared. At a time like this.
Might as well. There goes the wind. Turn the engine. It's a gorgeous album.
That was maybe the most interesting song so far. Like how that one like weird horn, like that brass instrument, I don't even know what it was, but he like edited it and produced it to almost act as a synth. It was so weird sounding, but it was so cool. It's built so much tension too. That was the most like intense song so far for sure, and how everything was like building up tension in that last part was so cool. I love the whole shot of the Disney castle because I like this like area so much. Like this winding weird artificial like river creek thing that they built is so sick. I'm pretty sure this is in France, and then leading up to the castle is so cool. I really like that Quadeca chose to film there. And I love how he's just like stepping and splashing through the water too, splashing around. And lyrically this song seems to be, I guess, I'm not entirely sure actually. This is not the direction I expected this album to take, you know? But it seems like, I guess he's in a spot maybe where his soul can go in a lot of directions. He's very vulnerable and easily influenceable. At a time like this, he needs to keep his soul on high alert. And then that little outro seems like we're going to an island, which is the next song, Monday.
It's that time of the year where I start getting harder to fall. Darling, don't you give up on a Monday. I wanna get there with you now. Next time I'll take you the long way. If I zip up my coat, all the feathers will leave. I wanna tell you I want you. You might have took it the wrong way. Cut on, losing my grip on the runway. My hand. When the water is warm, I can't help but unpack. Don't you give up on a Monday. I wanna tell you I want you.
Okay guys, I really feel like I cracked what this song and what this album is about, But I also feel like, and I've said this multiple times, but I also feel like I might be so wrong, and I just like, this video ages really bad because I'm like theorizing, and then in like a few days everyone will just be like, yeah, that was wrong. But whatever, I'm still gonna say it. I feel like this song is another inner dialogue between two sides of Quadeca. So they arrive at the island, right? As we saw at the end of the last song, like, there's a gorgeous island, let's stop there. So they stop at the island. This is a path that Quadeca can take for his person. Like, he can choose to stay at this island and accept this as his person. Monday is the start of the week. He's just arriving at this island, and he's like feeling kind of iffy about it. Like, he's not sure, you know? And it's so easy to dry. It's so easy to just like chill on this island, but it's harder to fold. Like, it's harder to like really accept that he's truly like a part of this island. And it's like one part of him is like, don't give up on a Monday. Let's keep going. If we went on the boat again and left this island, you'd probably take it the wrong way. Let's stay on this island. But then the other part of him is like, I'm not sure though. If I zip up my coat, if I settle and decide on this island, all the feathers might leak. Like, I might not like it. And like the first line, it's that time of the year where I start getting old. Because on the other song, he was like, I'm so young and I have my whole life ahead of me to figure out what I want to do. Now it's like he's getting old, as in he's staying on this island, as in he's deciding on a way to be for the rest of his life. But it's like, he's not sure though. Next one, Dancing Without Moving. I like this title a lot.
I had this feeling since I was the age of 22. I might as well do my dance without a crew, so I can step away from it like it's not comes when the sun out. Better make that wish before they run out. I used to live in my regret. Always feel like I'm turning my mind. Swear it was fine with me last week. Cried a couple times, 51 exactly.
That's a lot.
He tried to tip off, we drift off. And if that brings me back around, I'll grab the gift shop. Always feel like I'm turning to the night sky to copy what I wanna see you get low.
Whoa, wait. I want to replay that. His vocal effects sounded super weird.
I wanna see you get low. Setting sun, I wanna spin you back around in front of everyone. Be your best, see what you got. Any second, he's gonna always feel like I'm turning my blind. Stay sipping, no.
This one has like a true beat, and it's really, really nice.
There's a man on the horizon. Paradise is just behind him. But if he turns around, it disappears.
Okay. So, I really, really like that one. Like, the flow he has at the start is very, like, sticky and fun. And as I said, like, I love how the drums are just super, like, naturally groovy in, like, a very, I guess, regular way. I love how he always brings in, like, those nice, pretty little electronic keyboards, like, towards the end of a lot of these songs. Like, he did it on Monday, he does it on this song. Anyway, so lyrically, it seems like maybe he doesn't want to settle on any island, you know? Like, he kind of just wants to keep sailing and just keep going. And the moon kind of represents just freedom in the ocean, and like he's just drifting off, doing whatever, like having fun by himself, no crew, dancing around in the ocean, because maybe he feels like if he settles on any island like he did on Monday, it's not going to work. Next one, That's Why. Is that a skeleton of a fish?
They switched some shit around when I was 16. It started turning gray when I was 17. Feel like I had more shit to say when I was 17. Now my perception got so like there's no room for me and me with the way that I'm thinking.
Okay, I feel like that proves my thing about the inner dialogue. There's no room for me and me with the way I'm thinking. Like, they're fighting. The two sides of this character are fighting.
Let them know. That's why. I end up in my shop cause you were walking through it. At the yellow light, treat it like a red. Backing out my truth, agree's best off the ledge. Cause if I jump I might survive and it scares me the most. What I witness from afar only scares me from close. What's been keeping me afloat is barely a boat.
That's why, alright.
The switch up.
Don't get any better than this life needs. Like if I woke up in that other body.
Dude, I can smell this, like, video.
That's why, alright. Don't get any better than this life. That's why, alright. That's why, don't get any better than this life. Every mirror in my life makes another blind spot. Every ex that I got asks the question why not. Every mirror in my life makes another blind spot. Everything that I got is a that's why. Don't get any better. Life.
That was one of my favorites. The way he started with like this like grimy rap verse, and then it switches up to like this rhythmic guitar folk part, and then there's also just like a grand piano outro too, which was really cool. This one's so like groovy and the melodies are so insanely just catchy and well written. And then the song seems like he's can come to the conclusion that he can't go to an island, but rather an island sort of has to come to him. Dude, this chorus is just like infectious. Like, that's why, alright, is so good. Okay, I dream about sinking. That was a really interesting effect. I thought we were gonna go above the surface. Like, right here, it totally seems like we're like going up, right? Like we're climbing up this like rope thing. And it like edges you, and then it's just like, no, you don't. Like, even the drums and stuff made it seem like we were gonna get a gulp of air, you know, and then it just didn't. I'm guessing that's the end of that song. So, instrumental, low-key like an ambient song, but with like, it was like a string clarinet arrangement. It was insane. But I love the visuals paired with the instrumental. It felt like such a almost peaceful, but like still sad, you know? And I guess that makes sense because it's like dreaming about sinking. It's like he's dreaming about giving up and basically dying. Which obviously, like, if it's a dream, it's kind of like good, and it's like the idea of this, the reason he's like dreaming about that is because it would be the peaceful, easy way out. No more work, no more having to keep up with the sailboat stuff and exploring the ocean. We can just sink and whatever. But at the same time, obviously it's sad because like it's bad. That was really, really nice. I thoroughly enjoyed that instrumental. Next one, Natural Causes. His vocals on the start of these tracks never cease to amaze me. This is a very interesting sound. Those like super short distorted percussions noises.
Somebody died this morning. All of them died, no warning. All of them natural causes.
That is another highlight for me. I really love his beautiful singing, but then the super intense instrumental that also is a little like beautiful and elegant and stuff, but it's like these crazy distorted drums and like crashes and stuff, and like low-key like it's a scary song. Like something you can't see is like literally after you, trying to get you, and, like everyone you know seemingly died, and then now it's after you. Like that's horrifying. Also, I forgot to say this about the last song. How did they film that? They filmed him drowning and sinking his ship. I don't know how you film that. That's always a thing where it's like movies and stuff say don't work underwater, but they did, and they made it look so great. But yeah, this song is super interesting, and in the movie we can see him like dialing seemingly for help, like SOS, like hello, can anyone hear me? Like he definitely seems like he's like scared, and he wants to go back to any type of land because there's just someone after him. Like it's a really, really cool song. Next one, THUNDRRR. I'm excited for this one. This is one of the most standout song titles. THUNDRRR. my video.
And I don't want an olive branch from you. I'll strike down the whole tree. Yeah. Bad news, you can't make a man from a god, so don't mind me. Bad moves, a million ways to show me what I mean. Bring that out of me. You bring that out of me. You bring that out of me. I said you bring that out of me. You bring that out of me. Bring that out of me. You bring that out of me. I said.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the end. Oh my god, dude. As crazy as this might seem to say, this might be the most impressive song on the album because the way he incorporated this style of a song into this album is ridiculous. Like, this goes so hard and is like, it's like a bang. It has like programmed like trap claps as snares, and like when the hook comes in, there's like that giant bass, and then on that one verse it was like such a weird little bass instrument pluck thing that just kept playing, and like it sounded so weird, but it totally worked. Like, this has like this evil crazy sound to it, but it is totally like, it sounds like it's like the storm. Like, this is the end of the storm, this is the eye of the storm, we're here. Like, we're in the middle of the dangerous part of the storm. And I feel like this is low-key him, like, creating a defense mechanism against whatever's attacking him from the last song. Like, he was, like, a little scared and like, oh, something's after me. And then now this song is him being like, nah, I'm gonna beat you, or you're gonna beat me and I'm gonna go out with a fight. Oh yeah, and at the outro of Thunder, too, it somehow, like, captured all the chaos and, like, just like put it in a little bottle and kind of like just like shifted the song into like the regular like chill guitar that you get on most of the rest of the album. Okay, next one, the great Bakunawa featuring Danny Brown rapping, I assume, as the Bakunawa, which I believe is a like sea serpent creature in Filipino mythology, right? I think it's Filipino. Yes, yeah. Philippine mythology, the moon-devouring serpent. So we were talking about the moon and dancing without moving. All right. Anyway, the Great Bakunawa is definitely gonna be one of the craziest songs on here. Okay, this is that graveyard, the sunken cemetery. It's a cemetery that like became underwater because the water levels, I guess, rose just like slightly above it. And Quadeca was there like only a few weeks ago, so this was one of the last things that was filmed for the movie. This, I feel like this song, I'm like scared of this song.
Circle every day to the week. Take you to them deep waters, no one wavy as me. I'm the beast of the night, ain't about to take flight. Take the light from the dark, wanna swim with the sharks. Left, conquer my hunger, I'm a monster when I rise above ships. What's next on the menu? That's a bon appetit. The sound of a beat ain't sweet music to me. When the people singing harmony, I gotta retreat. Bamboo on my tree, but I still feed too much noise for me. So good luck finding food in the belly of
They say in the rear view must be fake. That I'm here too. I play the bang until it comes through now. I can feel the shaking when it's deep underneath. Tell me when's the last time we see one of these? Moon man fishing when he leaps out the sea. Closer to the edge, getting steep in my reach. Banging on the drums, I turn the beat into a shield.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just have to. We're listening to a song where Quadeca is fighting a sea serpent played by Danny Brown.
I could point him to the light if just a sweet in the bill. Out of the premises if you.
Whoa, it just became high quality.
Television of mine, I should have broadcast the whole time. Every angle another gold mine. For the latter days around here, nobody accepting Apple Pay. You'll have to try not to back away when you're passing a snake in the rear view. Until they pierce through. It's falling right. It's the end of the world if you call it right. It's the end. It's the end. It's the same old story how it came and went. I need a couple more bottles for the man.
What the fuck?
And if it's time for last words, I'ma make it count. I need a million bad bitches just to play me out. It's a I got a front row seat, that's what I call it.
Whoa, this shot makes it look like we can see the curvature of the earth.
I welcome you. And I run to the finish line. Grand opening of the end.
in your rear view. I'm in your rear view. I'm in your rear view.
I see it, I see the snake. Wow, okay. I did not expect the like almost psychedelic like section at the end. So a snake first of all, Danny Brown killed his verse. He literally just played a like mythological sea serpent that eats the moon and ends the world. That's talent. He just rapped from the perspective, like, dude. So good luck finding peace in the belly of the beast. Like there's quotables from the Bakunawa's rap verse. That is so crazy. I love how Quadeca produced that song in such a tense way. There's so many like distorted basses and stuff, and then at the end like pianos and crazy phasers and stuff started kicking in and made it like a totally like different song. Like this song is like a stressful, chaotic experience that like creates such a world here. And I'm thinking the Bakunawa almost ate the moon and ended the world, because I think that's what it does. But I think Quadeca beat it, I want to say, and now he feels like super confident in himself. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that was so cool. All right, the next one is Forgone, which is the 8-minute song that was the third and final single for the album.
All in a haze, there's a like what you see. Do you like what you see?
I see the child that she once was, and all I can do is remain. And believe me, and you are the one that remains. Sucking me in, tripping me up. Everyone holding the child that I
I think that's my favorite music video out of the whole thing. We have one more that I haven't seen yet that's almost as long, but I just love like the memorability of it, I guess. Like, this is a very simple but also very striking image of just him playing the piano on the beach with waves crashing into him with the giant rock in the background. It's so cool. That or the Disney Castle one. Those ones are both so sick. And it's an amazing song too. Story-wise, I'm a little unsure of how the great Bakunawa goes into this song, but it seems like You Are the One Who Remains is not actually about a person, it's about himself. And that makes sense because through literally everything, no matter what, you will remain with yourself. And I mean, if we're going with the internal dialogue thing that I've been going with this entire time, that totally makes sense. Like, this is somehow kind of a love letter to another part of himself. And it also feels like we're back to square one. Like, he didn't find what he was looking for, and now the voyage is over, you know? And through it all, he stayed with himself, but he didn't get the new thing that he wanted, you know? Final song. I cannot believe this album. Final song, Casper, with a band called Maruja, who I don't know much about, but let's go.
Why can't we just go somewhere? That's a place that
The answers I found overexposed. You were born
born with a lot to correct. You were born with a puzzle to solve. You're not high, you just became a child. Return to a path. A horizon is a prey like animal that preys on men who prey like animals. And now it takes form and takes flight. It can take you anywhere you like.
This snare is insane.
Drown out the countdown to the alarm. With nothing but tension, I can end the world with one slip from the other side of the ceiling. I accept your answer. Your world will end at home, and to you that will be good enough. My world ends so much worse and so much harder. To me that is better. To it we're the same, and to everyone, to everyone.
Trying to run back. He's trying to run back into the ocean to find another island, but he can't.
The captain stands alone, arms to the sky. The symphony of loneliness, unheard upon its own. Cracks a boat, it's the only friend he knows. Years of no expression left him bitter, comatose. The rain is torrential, he gives a toothless grin. About to meet the devil, projections from within. Lightning strikes the ocean, illuminating fears.
Are the backing vocals, that melody, isn't that the same as the intro song? I might be just totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure that like that's the same like vocal melody that they were doing on the first song. I like that. I love stuff like that where it just tie everything together.
Wait a minute, waves as big as mountains, strung out to his limits. The blackness of oblivion, reality sinks in, it bogs in his mind. The thunder splitting edge, like the sound of metal snapping. His fate is getting closer, faith was always lacking. Intuition always known, but the darkness all consuming. The only life he's shown is the heavens open wide. It's hell on earth he knows.
Oh my god. The cross? Oh my god! Nah. X8 music. I think this is the first time I've done this, but guys, round of applause. You have to clap at home. You can do it if it's like super late or something. You can do it really quietly like this, but you have to clap. Like, round of applause for Vanisher Horizon Scraper. So the Bakunawa, it seems like it came back, and the ship sunk. That was not the ending I expected. Oh, okay, actually, you know what? Here's what I think what happened. He was supposed to just stay. He came back to the first island that he was at, this island with the yellow grass and stuff. My recommendation page is so funny. We got Jane Remover, Hive Mind, makes sense. Mr. Top 5. So he came back to the first island, but he was dissatisfied because he ruined his life to try and make it his, but he literally didn't do anything. He fought the Bakunawa, but then he just came back empty-handed, basically. And he went back out again, and he met the Bakunawa again, and then he lost. I think that's what happened. He escaped death once, and he went back into death's arms, and didn't escape this time. I guess his dream came true, the ship sunk. Wow, what a twist. I loved that. That might be my favorite. That's my favorite part. The whole finale was amazingly done. Like, Maruja was the perfect band to, like, bring that terrifying music to life. Like, it, like, sounded awesome, like, musically, like, cool and good, but also it was, like, really scary. Like, there were like the drums and, like, the weird woodwind instruments and stuff going off in the back. Like, that was terrifying, dude. And when the sun started, like, turning red and the sky started distorting and everything, I was like, what's going on? The Bakunawa destroyed the world. Danny Brown destroyed the world. Holy shit. Okay, I also love, who's Harry Wilkinson? On Genius, he narrated that whole ending part, and he also has some other parts on the whole album. Is he from, okay, he's from Maruja. So, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh my god, and the part, dude, I'm pretty scared of the ocean, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too, because it's definitely one of the most common fears. And, like, this part where the music was, like, absolutely terrifying, because it's, like, looking around, it's a red sky, the sun is all, like, crazy looking, and it's, like, horrifying, and then you, like, are also actively sinking in water. Like, it's like, oh my god, scary music, and then you fall under the water, and then the EQ drops, and it just sounds like you're literally underwater, and then you get a breath of fresh air, but it's still horrifying because the sun and sky is red, and then you sink again, and then you get up, and then you sink, but then you actually sink, and for real this time. That was seriously, that was incredible. A shout out to all these people, man. These are all the credits. Wow. Oh my god, dude. I'm, like, so excited about just the ending. Like, the thought of the ending is just crazy to me. Vanisher Horizon Scraper, Quadeca. If you like music, you should be tapping into this if you're not already tapped in. I still can't get over the ending, dude. And just, I, like, cannot believe this was done almost entirely by one person. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, credit where credit's due to Danny Brown, Maruja, any other vocalists, any other instrumentalists, any other photographers. Brendan Burton is heavily involved with the visuals, anyone else who worked on this. But the fact that this was produced, written, mixed, mastered by Quadeca, directed, edited, story by Quadeca. One of the most talented people we're going to see in a long time. I seriously believe that. Like, his mindset, where he feels the need to better himself every time he drops a new project, allows him to accomplish that and just be so great at everything he does every single time. And this is his best album, by the way. I think I can safely say that, even though this is my first listen. Okay. I think I need to cut myself off here. If you enjoyed this reaction video, I would greatly appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Thank you much.
And goodbye!